so you see high churn, you see high burnout, you see enormous amounts of depression in caregivers, and we don't have enough facilities. So where is this going to lead, right? We don't have enough people. More people aren't being born, and everyone's aging at home.
Right.
You're going to have enormous amounts of people that are alone, and they're going to get sick alone, and they're going to die alone. And that is often preventable where you just have something there to check in. And you're right, check-in is not, it doesn't do justice.
Right.
I think the way to frame it instead is kind of give some humanity back to people that have been maybe kind of overlooked in a lot of ways.
Well, it is. And check-in is minimal. That's a feature. You can do that, but that's not really what it's about. The word that comes to mind for me is connection.
Right.
That's really it, is they want to be connected. They want to be seen, heard, acknowledged. And again, a TV doesn't do it. And that's the thing. A TV, flip the TV on and something talking at you. This is something that's actually interactive, and that helps them engage. That helps them be there. It helps them remember. And look, if you're that adult child, you're that advanced adult, that the benefit to you is many. It may not be direct, but it comes downstream. But the biggest thing is you're going to see a bigger quality in their life, their cognition, their being there. That's their happiness. And that's what you want.
And if something does come up that needs attention, it gets attention, right? It gets elevated. You can get a text as the caregiver. You can get an email in a situation where maybe pain or dizziness is mentioned, maybe slurring of speech is there, and they don't even know that they had a stroke in their sleep, right? There are so many little things that are suddenly possible when you're not just checking that their pulse is on their Apple Watch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think the thing that a lot of people misunderstand about technology is because you're right. We're using an Apple Watch, or we go on ChatGPT and we ask that, basically it's Google on speed now. I mean, we use that for answers. But this is something, we don't think of it. We think of tech sometimes as maybe a device, which is fine. There are a lot of great devices. But this is a use of really humanizing, which sounds so weird to even say. You're talking to a machine. But it is that idea of bringing about that ability to engage.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is seniors are no different than us, right? I think sometimes the conversation around age tech, which is a term I actually quite despise, is that we're acting like they are some alien species, and we're like trying to like figure out what they think and what they operate like. And, we're going to be there someday, right? And so they want to use tech to the extent that it makes their lives better. They want a better life, just like every single human. And so I think it's just a messaging thing, right? It's about, look, this is here. This artificial intelligence is finally here. As of the last 8 months or whatever, voice AI is now here. These are only going to get better and better, and it needs to be built with guardrails by serious, responsible people for this demographic that has specific needs. My job is to make them understand that this is here from a place of good.